Hey everyone, Paul Johnson, Waconia, Minnesota, and the Laughing Trout Fly Tying Club. Today I'm going to be tying a stubby ant. I don't fish ants very often because I can never see them on the water, although it's such an effective fly to be fishing, especially late summer into the fall. So this is a pattern that I found at Blue Ribbon Flies in West Yellowstone, Montana, and I thought this is the ticket to a good ant pattern that's really going to work. They call it a stubby ant because it's tied on an Umpqua stubby T hook. So this is a size 16. The body, if you will, is 2 millimeter foam in cinnamon. The back section is some black Antron dubbing. The front section is some cinnamon superfine dubbing. The legs are brown hackle, and then the wing is white improved Zelon. So let's get started. Put this hook in the vise. You'll see it's a pretty cool shaped hook. Got a real wide gap to it, which makes it a good ant pattern here. For thread, I got some 8/0 uni and rusty brown. Just get that started. Cut off the tag end, and then I'll wrap that down around the bend a little bit. Okay, I'm going to come back about to the hook point, and then I'll tie in a small length of foam. This is actually cut to about 1/8 of an inch in width. Just tie that in and down around the bend of the hook a little bit. All right. Now that I have that secure in there, I have a little bit of black Antron dubbing. Any black type of dubbing that you have laying around would work just fine. I picked this stuff because it's kind of shaggy and it'll give it a good buggy look. So we'll build up a pretty pronounced section, the back section of the fly, or the ant. I guess it's not really, maybe it's a flying ant, right? Should study up on what the different sections of the ant body are. Okay, now I'll pull that foam forward and tie that in a couple loose wraps, pull it tight. I'm going to get a little spacing in here because I have to tie in a wing. So I'll give that a little bit of a segmented body. Mentioned the wing here is white Zelon. It's the improved micro Zelon. Any type of white poly would work here just fine. Okay, I'm going to cut that just to the back of the fly for a length. And I'll come in the front and just clean that up pretty tight. That's going to get covered up by the white wing, the front section of the wing. Now I'll lift this up, and I'm going to tie in a length of brown hackle here. Okay, and then I'm going to take some of that cinnamon. This is super fine dubbing because I like the color of it. Again, the brand and the style of dubbing here isn't going to make a whole lot of difference. We're not going to make quite as pronounced of a segment of this part of the ant because we're going to wrap that hackle over it. Leave a little space there between the dubbing ball and the eye of the hook because we've got to tie that foam down and get the front wing tied in there. So I'll come in here with 4, 5, 6 wraps of hackle. All right. Now I can get rid of that feather. And now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to trim that hackle off of the top. Okay, now I'll pull the foam back down, tie that in just like we did that back section. Okay, it's another length of the white Zelon. Just get that tied in real tight, secure. We're going to trim that to the same length as the front, the back hackle. Trim that off close in front. Okay, you can whip finish, or I'll just put a couple half hitches in here. All right, and cut the tying thread, and I'm going to trim this off just so it stands out in the front a little bit. And then I'll come in from the sides and just cut that hackle to form the legs. So there it is, the stubby ant. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.